Hi, hello, salam, namaste. I'm your host Abu.
Your co-host Akash. Welcome to our exclusive episode of Unmuted. Any chance to witness these action sequence behind the cameras for any movie?
Yes, I did. I've been for the Bimla Naik set of Pawan Kalyan. So I've seen I've seen Rana doing the stunts. So
I guess he's one of the luckiest person on the earth who have seen Pawan Kalyan, Rana, the action sequence with his eyes. But what if I want to know more, or if our audience want to know more about it? How do we get to know?
all right. We have, the guests, the legendary fight masters here who have worked for Hollywood, Tollywood and Bollywood. So let's know more about them and, they have worked with all your favorite stars. So let's get into it. So let's welcome Lee and Federico.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello guys.
Hello.
Firstly, thank you so much for coming to our show.
Yes.
You're most welcome. Man.
And I'm more excited, more happy to get to know more about you guys.
Cool, man.
And thanks for making us very comfortable, because this is like a big jackpot for us.
Oh,
To
that's
be
awesome.
honest, yes.
Well, it's our pleasure. Thanks for having us out here, man.
This is awesome.
And pleasure is all ours, because you ensure that we set up all things on right time.
Yes.
And giving us this massive opportunity,
Yes.
especially for the music director. See?
Yeah, we're gonna dive into that in a minute.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
So-
for us, anytime we can talk about cinema, man,
Of
we're all
course.
about it, man. Because
Yes.
I'm a cinephile myself, and I've loved it since I was 6 years old.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
When did you happen to come to India? Like, when did this all start in your life? This
Yeah.
action sequence.
I think it happened in 2010, but when I first stepped foot here was 2011. So 2010, I got a call for a job in New York. And it was an Indian production, and they're like, hey, which I knew nothing about. I knew nothing about Indian cinema or anything like that. And they're like, hey, can you cover me? This guy's like a Tom Cruise of India, blah, blah, blah. So I go and do this car sequence in New York. And there was a big snow blizzard, and the actors couldn't make it on the day we were going to shoot.
Oh.
And so we get down there, and I go to the director, or the director's like, "Hey, we're in trouble." I'm like, "What's the matter?" And he goes, "Well, the actors are stuck at the airport in another state. They can't get here, so I don't know what to do right now." And I go, "You know what, man? I stood up all night last night making a shot list. We don't need them."
Okay.
I'll shoot all the car sequence, and then we can just pop in when they do get here and just do a little coverage and all that stuff. And he goes, "Really?" I go, "Absolutely." He goes, "Have fun today. I'm gonna be at the hotel." Right? And I'm like,
All right.
okay.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure.
Meanwhile, we're racing through the streets and sliding cars and all this stuff. I get the day finished and it was complete, and the following day he looked at the footage and he came up to me and he's just like, "I dare you to do that in India." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, invite me, sir." He goes, "Done." And that was Kamal Hassan. For Vishwaroopam.
Damn.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm having a goosebumps right now.
So you began your career in India with Vishwaroopam, with working with
Correct.
Kamal Hassan sir.
Yeah.
He is a god of actors here.
Yeah, man.
The people, pray him.
We do pray.
Yes, of course.
Include us.
Yeah. And he's also a musician.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he sang one of the tracks.
Yeah.
He sang one of the
Yes.
tracks in Vishwaroopam.
Yes.
He was dancing and all that, because
Yes.
he was a dance instructor
Yeah.
and all that
Yes.
stuff. But he and I got along so well, like especially when I got here. So when I came here, in between takes and stuff, we were on his laptop watching other movies, talking about movies from Jackie Chan, Charlie Chaplin, all these 1950s movies and 60s movies and classics. And he was just so alive. He was like a kid on fire. And we actually got to a stunt where the character had to do like this side flip in a chair. And the stunt dupe here couldn't do it. And I'm like, oh man, I know this is possible because I did it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, why can't this guy do it? And I was getting really frustrated, and I'm standing off to the side, and I'm like, oh. And Kamal comes up to me and goes, I can't do his accent, but he's like, hey, what's the problem? I go, he can't do the stunt. I really need the character to step off the wall and do this side flip in the chair. He goes, I'll do it. And I'm like, in the States, we don't put our heroes in stunts, right?
Yeah.
As much, unless you're like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I'll do it. I'll be fine. Trust me. I put him in, nails it. First take. Second take. I screamed out loud. I couldn't believe you could hear me if you ever watched the behind the scenes. Oh my God, that was amazing! And he blew my mind, man. And that was kind of like the start for me, learning about your heroes and their talent skills.
Yes.
You know, it was one thing to sing and dance, but it's another thing to also have that fight skill. And almost all the actors that I've worked with have that skill, which allows me as an action director to put the camera right on their face and allow them to do it, as opposed to over the shoulder.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, coming to the China, like you have been to China to
Yes,
learn
I'm
your
definitely
stunts.
new, like to India. I just started like 3 years ago, thanks to Lee.
Okay.
You know, he called me, and so the first movie was with Sonu. So here in
Sonu
India,
Sood.
Sonu Sood.
Sonu Sood.
Sood, okay.
Wow. Yeah.
So this is my third project here in India with Lee.
Nice.
Before that, I lived in Asia. I was in Shanghai training and doing martial arts.
So where did you train?
So I went to the Shanghai Sport University.
Oh, nice.
And literally like training like martial arts and wushu. That is their like national sports. So it's like, if you want to learn football, you are in America, you go to Texas or college, places like that. While for me it was martial arts, so I was able to go there, and for like 4 years straight, I was training nonstop, like 8 hours a day, like
Getting the beat down.
Yeah,
Getting the beat
it
down.
was a different.
I've heard that it's very tough over there to, get trained martial arts and everything.
It is because that's their thing. So that's their
thousands of
culture.
years,
That's their culture.
Yeah.
So even though when I got there, I already won a lot of like international competition in Italy and Europe. So I was young, 17 years old, 18 years old, like a little cocky, and I was like, all that shit. And then I went there, and I remember the first day I stepped in the gymnasium. Like they were literally flying over me. Like I kid you not. To me, it looked like one of those movies, like like Hong Kong movies, like Beach West,
I can imagine the way he's telling me everything.
Oh yeah, I was like, that was my best lesson, to be honest. Like
Slice
that
of
taught
humble
me,
pie.
big time,
Yeah.
big time. Like I started from zero.
Have you met the god of,
The
action sequence over there?
Over there, like
I know
Jackie Chan or then? No, unfortunately, in person,
Okay.
no. I never had the.
I have.
wow.
Really?
I fought Jackie Chan for 3 months.
Oh my
that's awesome.
God.
That's great.
Okay, let me rephrase. I got my ass beat for 3 months fighting Jackie
But
Chan.
I guess that would have been a worth as beaten because you work with the legendary action king.
Yeah, but he beat my ass every day. But he was the nicest guy during the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like every night, he wanted to go have dinner, and then he'd make you dinner,
Okay.
and then
that's
he'd
so
make you
sweet.
drink
Feed
wine.
you better and then you kick your
Oh
ass.
yeah, no, it's true. We would get so tanked on red wine, and then like the second night, it was the third night, and I go, hey Jackie, man, I can't do this anymore. He goes, what do you mean? I go, I can't just like get drunk and then go fight you at 6:30 in the morning. And he goes, Lee, why you cry? Oh man, come on. And I was like, oh my God, dude. Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was a bucket list, man, because everybody, as a kid
Yes,
and a martial artist as well, it's
Yeah.
like, to meet Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee, all these guys, and Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is like, he's the
he's
god,
a power
dude.
God of
Yeah.
everyone, I would say.
He's also a singer.
Oh, Jackie Chan.
You should check. He's got multiple albums, bro.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's a big time singer. He
I'm
found
a
out I
fan
was a
of his
singer,
movies, but-
and he wanted to hear my album, so I had to give him my album on set. And he's like, "Oh, Lee, let's go to karaoke." I'm like, "Oh,
They
that's
love
crazy."
karaoke. They
Yeah.
love karaoke. in
Oh,
Prague.
wow.
That was crazy.
This is interesting. I
Right?
got to know
It's getting
something
more
new.
interesting,
Yes, yes.
as the show goes along.
Yeah, because I heard that he's, in 24 hours of his day, he would spend almost 18 hours in martial arts and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know that he's also into the music, so I was
Big time.
surprised. Yeah.
Big time. He's really driven by music. He's super passionate about it. He's got
Yeah.
multiple albums. You can just check it out online.
I need to check it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll do after this.
Yeah, I mean, even between takes, you hear me like, I don't know what he's singing. But,
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's cool, man. I was like, all right,
Right.
man, this guy's all right.
Super. So, what was the first interest you started into this? As a action director, as a stuntman.
What
was
interest brought you here?
Yeah.
Kamal Hassan. He forced me. To come
Not
here. What are you
in India.
talking about? Oh.
No, I
in the
mean,
action
in the
sequence.
movie
life?
business?
No, in the action sequence.
Yeah, in the film business.
In the film industry. So, growing up as a kid, I'm quite old now. So I grew up on stuff that was called like the $1 Million Man, Steve Austin, you know what I mean? $6 million Man. And that was played by Lee Majors. And that was my first fascinating, and then Star Wars came out and I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I want to be Luke Skywalker, all this stuff, right? And then, then I got sucked into cinema, and then the Fall Guy TV show came out and the A-Team, and I'm like, dude, this stuff is so cool. And then as I got older, I knew that I wanted to be a storyteller, and I was like, how do I get in? How do I get in to just live that life, And so I was writing poetry as a kid. I got into music, and then my family moved to Florida.
Oh.
When they moved to Florida, I kept seeing these commercials for like Universal Studios. Look at the Wild West show and all this stuff. I'm like, hey, that's it, man. I'm gonna break into that.
Wow.
And so I literally was there and just talked to the people. They were very friendly. I'm like, how do I get started? And finally, one time, this big stunt coordinator named Glenn Wilder, he started Stunts Unlimited.
Oh.
And I'm like, sir, my name is Lee Whittaker. I was like 18 years old. How do I get started? He goes, well, kid, be at my house at 10:30 Saturday morning. And I'm like, is this guy for real? Like, this guy for real? Nice. Like, just invited me. And I'm like, sir, I don't have your phone number. Here's my number. Take it down. And I'm like, I hope I remember this. And sure enough, Saturday morning, he got a group of people together in his backyard in Florida and would just train guys. It was his way of giving back.
Wow.
Right? So I just started learning right then. And then my first audition about a year later was for George Lucas.
Wow.
And I booked playing Luke Skywalker in a show in Japan, man. So that toured for like 6 months. So my first job was like a dream come true, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then when that happened, it was downhill because I got bit by the bug and that's all I wanted to do. Thank God that's the only thing I've had done.
Great. But how about you?
Yes.
So for me, I love movies since ever, right? So I started very early on with acting and studying acting, but at the same time, I had this love for martial arts. The thing is, like, the two things never really combine because I'm Italian, and in Italy we don't have like action movies, so I never thought.
It's just romance movies.
Right. It's different. So I never, for some reason, I never combined the two things. And once I went to China, and after like all my years of training, I would say after like 3 years, I was pretty fluent in Chinese also. And so I started like getting onto set as, the white guy that can like speak some Chinese, and I can do martial arts and fight. And that's when it started like clicking with me. It's like, oh, actually, I can use all this training that I have for movies, for the camera. So I started like doing fight choreography with a couple of friends of mine, and we started filming like videos. I remember we went and rent out a camera. At the time, they still had like mini cassettes. And we made our first like action short movie in China, on like the campus. Oh. And we were just fighting each other. And we put a little bit of comedy in it and
was
stuff
YouTube
like that.
the thing then?
Yeah. It was.
There you
we
go.
put it on YouTube.
That's perfect.
It's still on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
We gotta go see that.
It's silly. But I think that was the first time clicking that was like, all right, I have all this training and I do love acting as well. I can do both things.
Yes.
And then once that clicked, I decided to keep following the dream. And of course, Hollywood is the big dream.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I went there and I literally took a backpack and went to Hollywood. Took a while.
What was the year?
Oh gosh. So
Here comes the truth.
yeah.
I love it.
This way, instantly age yourself.
2012.
There you go.
2010.
I'm glad he didn't ask me that question.
Something like that. Oh, years are starting to. Yeah, something like that. So about 2010, and
I was already in India at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a kid for you, I think.
Yeah.
and then that's it. And specifically to stunts, it happened that while I was in Hollywood, right, and I was still going to like acting school to get my visa and all this thing that you need to start working.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was not studying, I needed to go training. That's all I knew, right?
Yes.
If I'm not studying, I'm training. And so I would just go to open gyms and just train my routine that I was training in China to compete and all this stuff. And a bunch of stunt guys were there. Jay Paul, that is the stand double for Kevin Hart now, and a lot of other guys, they saw me and was like, are you a stunt guy? I was like, no, I'm not. I was like, and they're like, why not? I was like, I don't know. What do you mean? And so they said, actually, can you teach me some technique with the staff or this? Sure. And pretty much they started inviting me to set, and turned out that, you know, I had already a good base of training to get into stunts. And that's how the action thing started.
Nice.
Lovely.
That's actually very interesting, I would say, and more of fascinating because your interest drove you till here today. What I feel.
A
Your
series of
consistency.
coincidence, yes. I mean, if there are coincidences, right?
Yeah.
Like, because if I
And
didn't go the stuff, I
synchronicities.
didn't meet him, he wouldn't have seen my videos, and we wouldn't have like.
Life's about
Okay,
synchronicities.
how was the meetup?
How this duo
guys-
happened?
Yeah.
This duo, when did
I
this
don't
come
even
into
remember. Was
picture?
it Kim Do?
I think you were looking
I was looking for a fight
for somebody.
choreographer.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what project it was, and I think the word got around. Somebody directed me towards you. I think
Yeah.
I looked at your Instagram.
And then I also submitted at the same time. Gio, that was,
Maybe
in
it was
your,
Gio.
in your movie.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
He said, "Hey, send your things to," because he was looking for somebody who can choreograph, edit, train actors.
Yeah.
And so I sent them all my stuff, and I think
It was
that
too
went
much.
great.
It was too much. I mean, I just wanted a 2-minute reel, and I got like 4 videos. They're like 4 minutes each.
He doesn't like this.
And I'm like, I don't have time to watch all this, man.
he doesn't like this.
Just give me the short version.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like, damn it, I messed it up already.
man.
What do you mean? I thought more is better. It's like, no.
But I literally said that to him. I'm like, hey, can you just give me a version? And he did. I'm like, okay, cool. This is awesome.
So, like, precise was the actual answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, get to it.
After getting into in India, who were your favorite actors or you trained?
That's a really hard question to say who's your favorite actor.
And you
know what I mean?
didn't realize you were going to get a very tough spot.
It's not just about getting in trouble, but that is the truth. But I mean, it's to be honest, man, it's almost every actor that I've worked with here. It's been a pleasure.
Okay.
And I think it's too. It's like maybe Hollywood's different in the fact that when you grow up with actors in Hollywood, there's a stigma.
Yeah.
And like you say, oh, he's a god. Like, come on, Hassan is a god.
Yeah.
Bachchan is a god,
Yes.
right? And I think because I grew up like that, I would be the same. That see them in the same eyes that you do, through the same lens.
Yes.
But for me, it's different because I didn't know anything, and I still don't really know anything. And I think I like that because when I show up and I meet these actors, they know that I don't know, and I don't care. I don't care who you are. You're just another human being to me that's got skill set and talent, and my job is to put you on the lens and make you look as good as possible within the story and the context of the plot and how it can serve the film. So for me, it's really, I don't think I have a favorite, man. Because then I'll just say Sam yesterday's been my favorite. You know what I mean? Samantha, she's, we'll go down that pipe in a second.
Yes, we'll get it.
Seems like
I've got to know that.
surprise is being revealed.
Yeah.
We actually wanted to visit you yesterday, but it
Oh, you
couldn't
should have
happen.
came out, man.
But,
Yesterday would have been the perfect day to visit. True.
Yeah,
We
but-
shot this bus sequence, man, and she was crushing it. I mean, crushing it. It's gonna blow your mind.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can't
Then-
wait.
I've already given her a nickname.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was telling her, I go, look, I kept calling her this thing constantly because she keeps blowing my mind. Because we on this schedule we've had a short amount of time, and we didn't have a lot of time to train her, if any at all. And literally, she was showing up and just nailing it. And I'm so I started calling her Little Beastie.
Ew.
And I told her, I took that name from, I'm a big fantasy lover, and I love that Disney movie Maleficent.
I love it.
Right? So she always called her my little beastie.
Beastie,
yes.
And I got chills, man, because Sam, she just wrecking guys, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're my little, because she went full beast mode. So it just was a perfect name to fit for her. Wow. It was awesome.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Because we have seen her in the Family Man series.
Citadel, Honey. Yeah, we have
This
she
is
has
different.
done all the action
This
sequences.
is going to be different. Because when you look at those films, my style is a lot different because when I dive into my action, I look at more of the audience. So I want to put the audience inside the action, not outside.
Okay.
So a lot of those, it was great action. She did a great job, but we're seeing it from a distance, right? Like we're peeping through a window. When I'm into it and when I have camera, I'm putting you right next to her, like right here.
Oh.
You're intimate within the fight. You're a part of the fight. Because for me, that camera becomes a character,
Yeah.
you know?
Lovely. So I just wanted to know, after coming to India, you came from Italy,
Yes.
then again towards this US, then again
China,
to India,
US, and now here.
Yeah. So how did you enjoy the cultures all
I
around?
love it. I love like learning about new cultures, you know. And I think honestly, the key after all my traveling, I think the key of learning new culture is always food. Right? Right?
And this guy can smash food. I mean, smash food.
Because he's Italian, so he'll enjoy the spice.
It's like you
dude,
both are book.
he has to overeat to try to gain any weight. So he can. He just like we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and he ate like 40 wings the other day, dude.
Not very cultural, Buffalo Wild Wings, but that's where.
Dude, I
I feel we both are in the same boat because even I consume a lot of food, but I don't gain weight.
Yeah. As
you're
soon
lucky.
as I stop, like
Very much.
I lose weight, and
I mean, how did you shed the weight off? I don't.
I know, man. I know. 'Cause I look at food and I'm like,
It's a
oh,
metabolism, I
man.
would say.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, like going back to your question, I love it. I love learning about new cultures, you know, and it's I'm very grateful, of course, for the opportunity that I had, and grateful to Lee for like being here and had the chance to work on these like big movies with like
he's being humble. It's a lot different, man. It's a lot different.
It's
man.
extremely challenging. Also. I have to say, it's extremely challenging.
Let me just give you for example. In the States, right? Your film sets are so quiet, you could hear a pin drop. It's that quiet.
Yes, I've heard that.
Everybody's got radios.
Yeah.
They don't talk loud. They're like, yeah, can I get a blah, 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 blah on a gel and a thing? And that's it. And then, okay, all right, roll camera. Right, and action. That's it. Here, even with radios, I met this guy yesterday, he's got a radio.
Yeah. Microphone.
I'm like, dude.
The microphone.
It's so loud.
Welcome to India.
I swear,
No,
oh my God.
no, do not say welcome. They'll have one face. You say you're Indian, but not say you're an Indian.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! The first time it was with Sonu Sood, right? And we did that apartment fight.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
we were in this like small, I mean, the size of this part of the cafe, and I swear there were like 100 people in there.
Oh, at least.
And then they brought in like 2 speakers. So they had like microphones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is happening? You know? And I'm trying like with Sonu to
hot,
work on the choreo.
dusty.
He's telling me like, oh, let's shoot this angle. It's like, okay, so I go there, and then all of a sudden, ready, and I'm like in the middle.
That was
like,
a favorite. Ready,
what does it mean? Ready. Everybody start moving, and it's like complete chaos.
Alright,
complete
I'll tell
chaos.
you why they do that, because
Right.
because the lightmen or the people around, they fix the lights and they sit there and they sleep. They don't listen to the the other people. That's the reason.
Unless you
they
yell.
make them active by saying ready, so that like.
Mind you, I'm in the back corner. I'm peeping on him, and I'm just like.
Oh yeah.
I told my friend Sohail, I go, watch Fetty, watch Fetty, and Fetty's like.
Yeah, I was
So
like,
you get
I didn't know
freaked
where
out.
to go. Yeah.
Because then you get back to the hotel and it's just quiet and your ears are going. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, like you've been into a club or something.
It's like you hear your own heartbeat when there's nothing noise around.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Then you go back home, you have PTSD. I'm not kidding you, because you know when you come here for a schedule, it's so full on, full throttle from the time you wake up to the time you hit that pillow, and there's no time for anything else.
Yes.
Usually on our day off, we're asleep all day, and you go back home, and unless you're getting started right away on something else, it's just so quiet, and you're like, okay, what do I do with myself?
Yeah. No, it takes. I would say it takes a good month for me.
A month.
Like to like. Yeah, to really be able to like calm down.
You're
I'm not even
surprised.
joking. And his fault. It's all his fault.
I would need a
It's
couple
all his
days,
fault.
man, because I think I'm like,
No.
I think I'm part Indian at this point, brother. You know.
He's great. Like just
I can imagine it's very fun. Also, I think you might
Energetic
do some,
duo
yeah. It's so much energetic, and also I think you do some pranks as well.
Hey man, you know, don't
Yeah,
really
just
get
like
through
you
life.
prank with me every time.
Hey man, it's
I
like
keep doing
life
it.
is fun, right?
Yeah.
If you're not
Very
having
much
fun,
fun.
if you're not having fun, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
life is short. So am I.
Just live your life.
That's it.
So I mean,
sorry. I'm still a bit tired from the shooting that we just finished. So it was like I got it connected later.
You finally got that right.
Yes,
Life is short, and so am I.
Yeah.
Because I'm short.
I was just.
so Frederick,
Yes.
I mean, being an actor, you might have done so many films.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
I've been in different sets, and I
Okay.
did different TV shows.
Okay.
Smaller parts.
Okay.
You know, I still haven't like done a full like leading role or anything like that. So I've been on many
Yet
sets.
he's got to learn to say the word
Yet.
Yes.
Soon you will be?
That's my
Yes.
objective.
That's
Is,
my
is
objective.
definitely that
Nice.
next.
Nice.
We got to try to make him a superstar.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, your duo is going to coming, right?
Sorry?
I mean, you're going to direct to him.
Oh, you heard about that already?
Oh, okay.
Surprise.
Yeah. It was so funny because,
sources.
as you probably know, I direct on my own as well, and I'm a big writer. I love writing. I've written screenplays, award-winning screenplays, novels. I just finished my first novel. When I get home, I'm getting started my second novel. So when I got here, we were just talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a break. I just need a break."
Yeah.
You know, because it's hard.
Yes.
It's just hard unless you get a break or you make your own break. And I go, "We need to come up with something for you."
Yeah.
And it was one morning, and I was just staring at him like this. Kind of like I was just staring at you a minute ago. You know what I'm saying? I was staring at him a minute ago. He was telling me his story, and then I was just staring at him. He's probably wondering why I'm staring at him like that, because my brain just fires. Because I love to write, and just ideas just come to me. And within, 30 seconds,
Yeah,
I came up
something
with
like that.
a short film for him, and it's just going to be really cool. So
I've seen your short film.
Oh?
I mean,
Yeah?
the subject. It's so good. I mean, about the girl.
You talking about Catching Fireflies?
Yeah.
So, oh man, now you got me, man. So that was my first short film that I ever wrote, and first short film I ever directed. I was really blessed. I got lucky, and it won a bunch of international film awards.
Yes.
That's actually the first book I wrote.
Wow.
So for me,
So it's an inspiration from your book.
yeah, because I wrote the short film, then I wrote the feature script.
Oh,
And because it's about homelessness and this little girl, growing up on the streets, nobody was really taking interest in it, in the feature. And even though the script had won awards,
Yes.
and just nobody was like wanting to put in money. And I was like, okay, it's just not time yet.
Yeah.
It's all about being in the right time, in the right moment. And so for me, I also wanted to really expand the world
Okay.
of like how they got to the streets, what their struggles came about, and just blow up that world even bigger.
Yes.
And so that's why I wrote the book. And so hopefully in about a year or so, the book will come out,
Wow.
which is really
Nice.
cool.
So it's with the same name, or
Yeah, it's Catching Fireflies.
Wow. So
Yeah.
I'll be the first one to buy it.
Sweet.
We will be the first one to buy.
Yeah, make sure I sign it then.
Of course.
Oh my
Come on.
god, that
Deal
will
with
be
the
great.
source, we'll get it.
Yeah, sources.
Jaldi.
So I have one question.
Yeah.
Since you both have worked many actors in India, Hollywood, Bollywood, in mix of everything, which actor surprised you the most with their action sequence?
Oh, that's easy. That's Prabhath.
Wow.
Damn.
100%. I can without a doubt say that in my whole career, I've never met a performer and an athlete like that gentleman. Here's a guy who's so tall, who's so bigger than life, and no matter what I designed, even on a wire. So even stunt people have challenging moments on a wire.
Yes.
Writing a wire is an art form, period. And to teach an actor that is really challenging, to know the finesse, the timing, and everything. But that guy, man, I put him on a wire, and he was just a freak of nature. I remember, oh man. So I remember this story, and it was for Baahubali 2, is when he's coming down that drawbridge.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bridge, and he's coming down like this,
Yes.
and then he jumps off, right?
Yes.
So we're taking him back up to First Mark. So he's on this winch, and it's taking him up. He's smoking a cigarette. He's like James Dean.
Oh, wow.
So he's hunched over like this. It looks like he's like ragdoll. Like he looks so uncomfortable, but it's just pulling him up, and he's just like this. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, what in the hell? I'm on the microphone, I'm like, dude, you're killing me right now. And he's just like, he's just so cool, right? And then I go, okay, you got to get rid of it. And he goes like this, thump, shook.
Wow.
I mean, it was instant, and he was boom right in that character, and I was just like, "What? Let's go! Action!" Came down, nailed it. I just
Crazy.
I'm like, who does that, man? You know?
I feel he's a chameleon for any movie.
Of
He just
course.
blends it with the
Yeah. I mean,
sequence.
Yeah.
people love their the presence wherever they go. I mean, you have worked with so many actors.
Yeah.
Every actor, I mean, every hero or actor has their own,
Aura.
not aura, the people who pray them in India, especially.
It's like they worship them a lot.
That's cool.
And
Especially in South India.
Yeah.
I mean,
I did hear a lot of that. Rajnikant, and I got to work with him too.
they have the statues over here
Yeah, I
and
heard
they
it.
pray to them.
you know
The milk-
what?
with the milk, right?
Yes,
They pour
with the
milk
milk.
on it?
And
Yeah.
also there's a diehard fan of Samantha where he
yeah?
built up a small temple with her idol, and they already that village or that town they worship her.
Yeah, it's really
So
cool.
like that how the actors or the
They're
actresses.
seen here.
And he's also a very big fan of Samantha.
And like chorus score.
She,
I love her.
I'm gonna tell you too. She not only is an incredible actor and an amazing athlete and performer,
Yes.
but she's the sweetest person.
Yeah.
she's so sweet and so nice, man. Humanitarian and everything. Yeah, she's cool.
You have worked with so many Telugu actors here, especially in South India. Who is your favorite friend? Friend.
Friend? I think Rana and I have always been pretty close. Yeah, because even after Baahubali, he would come to LA when I was still living in LA. And every time he'd come to LA, he'd hit me up and we'd go catch up and have a drink or something and hang out, you know, almost every trip that he came out there. And then when I came back here, so funny enough, when I came for my first interview for Hit 3 with Silas took me to Nani's place.
Oh, wow.
And so for my first introduction with Nani. And Nani's just like, oh yeah, my friend Rana. I'm like, hang on, what? And he's like, yeah, my friend Rana. I mean, I'm friends. I'm like, you talking about Rana B? I can't pronounce
Rana
his name.
Daggubati.
Yeah.
Daggubati.
And he's like, yeah, it's my best friend. I go, get out of here. He's not your best friend, man. He goes,
I'll call him right now.
dude, he calls him. And he's blah, 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 blah. I don't know what he's saying. Then he hangs up the phone and we got back to what we're talking. Within 30 minutes, he shows up.
Wow.
And I was just like, bro, man, it was an awesome moment, man. So we all hung out and got along great. So, which was awesome for me to first meet, not Rana, but Nani in that atmosphere, man. It was really cool.
Cool. Say something about Nani.
About
How was your experience working
Experience with the
him?
Nani. Hero Nani.
Man, and you know what, man? He's a true cinephile.
Oh.
So, you know, I thought Kamal Hassan was. But Kamal Hassan comes from a different generation. Nani's that new breed.
Wow.
He's that new gen, right? But he is a cinephile. He gets everything. He knows every department. He knows lighting. He knows it all. You know what I mean? And
He started as an assistant director.
correct. And he knows the heartbeat of it. You know what I mean? And for me, I think it could have been challenging for him because the way I shoot.
Oh.
So once I do the previs, you know, when I go to shoot, there'll be a master lighting, but I shoot out of order.
Okay.
So I'll do all the pieces here, and then I'll do all the pieces here, and you just got to trust me, you know. And he was right there. I mean, he was right there every single moment, and he was not only as a physical athlete, but mentally as well. He knew how to get in and out of those moments within the layers of that fight, even though it was out of order.
We saw him in a very different, action sequence in the Hit 3. I mean, he was quite different. I mean, did you watch him before?
No, I was not familiar with Nani at all.
Okay.
But Silas, it's all Silas's fault.
Okay.
You know, it's truly his fault. He's an intelligent, amazing human being, and it's his fault because he unlocked me.
Wow.
Yeah, you ever heard of that next level unlock when you're gaming?
Yeah.
That's Silas's fault.
Oh.
Because he came to me and he goes, "This is what Nani and I want.
Wow.
We want to go so far." I'm like, "Well, how far do you want to go?"
Rustic and raw.
Yeah, they wanted rustic, they wanted raw, which I'm like, that's innately inside of me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I run camera, because I want the audience inside it.
Yes.
I do have a sensitive side as well, though. So not all violence.
It's only when he has the camera.
Yeah.
He goes
Off
in
camera,
that
it's
mode.
different.
Then he's like, no, I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know.
But back to answer your question, though. They wanted something completely different and something new for Telugu cinema. And we know about the ratings, right?
Yes.
And so I'm like, well, I said to them both, I was like, well, I know you guys have ratings. How far can we go? And he basically said, I want an A. Is it an A?
UA.
UA. So he's like, I want a UA. So in the States, that's like red or red band.
Oh.
Right. So that means, we're going to go crazy, chop people's arms and legs and off. Right. And so it really unlocked me to the point where I remember one morning we were doing this choreo and I looked at Fede and I was just like, oh my God. He goes, what? So Fede had stabbed this guy and twisted the sword. Very Japanese samurai vibe, right? I go, hang on a second, dude. Spin around and just throw that samurai sword to the ceiling. And we'll go up to the ceiling and show blood. And then we'll come down to reveal Nani and hit the other guy behind him just split in half. And I think that was next level for me. I hadn't really gone to that level before. We'd already cut up and, cut some guy's hands off. We took an axe to a guy's mouth and hit it like a hammer. That split his head, you know what I mean? But for me, like splitting a guy in two pieces, that was next level. That was pretty awesome.
The tension you built in that sequence was so, I was so into that. I was like, how is going to come out of this all?
You felt real.
Yes, it felt so real.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I remember when Silas first came to me, with everything, and I go, just give me a couple of days. And then I go home and I create a beat sheet.
Okay.
And, it's usually like a 1-page beat sheet, and this was like 4 pages or something like that.
For Hit, we just checked it. It was like 12, something crazy.
Yeah, it was
crazy. Yeah, I was also thought 4th, but we just saw Stylish because it was Lee's birthday a couple of days ago.
Oh, nice.
And we were talking about the beat sheet and, how much work we did in such a short amount of time, 22 fights. Yeah. And I remember when he sent me the beat sheet, I was like crazy. And then he said, oh yeah, here it is. And Stylish showed it to us and it was like 13, 14 pages. It was like,
wow,
crazy.
But for me,
what kind of a preparation you do before you go to the set?
Well, for me, number one, I have to have the beat sheet. So I have to have, it's not just a fight sequence for me. Everything that I do has to have a story. As a writer, again, I come from writing. So if you watch an acting scene, we're here and we're smoking cigarettes and playing cards. There's still something going on behind.
Yes.
It's that behind that I'm looking for.
Okay.
I want to know what the subtext is on these characters, even though they're looking at each other.
Okay.
So they're playing chess in their eyes. So how do I find each of those moments in action? Where's my beginning, middle, and end in each sequence? And then have an overall picture of the whole climax. Where do I find those beats and those evolutions of that character? And that baby came in handy for that. Because when they got the baby, it was, once he saw that girl get, killed,
it was all about that baby. The game has changed. Braveheart unlocked. Here we go. He was going beast mode on those guys because he has to save that baby. Enough's enough. And for me, it gives me chills. That was all I needed.
I can see that.
Exactly.
That was all I
had
needed.
the same chills.
Yeah. So when he got in that room, I think he got into that room with no weapons, but then you're in a room full of weapons.
Yes.
So it just helped motivate him even more. You know what I mean? So.
That was a lot of fun.
As an audience, we see what's in the frame.
Yeah.
Right. So what's behind the scenes? What happens behind that?
Behind the veil. Behind the veil.
Yeah.
A lot of chaos. It's just a lot of chaos to get to those moments of behind the scenes that most people don't see. They don't see all the hard work that goes into production design just to make that room look how it looks. They built the whole everything. They built everything, and to make it look like an old Burmese palace. So nobody really sees that hard work that goes into it. They also don't usually smell the fumes from the paint and all that other stuff. And your head's pounding, and there's dust, and they're grinding metal, and there's all these other elements involved to get to that intimate moment.
Okay.
Then the chaos of the crew, the hot lights, trying to find atmosphere in that moment, getting your actor to be living in that moment when you say action, and then get it electrified through that lens. You know what I mean? And then the next stage after that is edit. It can fall apart in the edit. You can have magic through the lens, but if that edit isn't magic as well, it's not going to go anywhere. And I think that the audience members don't understand that next level as well. Not to mention the cinematography.
Yes.
Without that lighting, without that glass, without that preparation, that mood, like Sanu is brilliant, man. He is a freaking poet. He's a painter.
Yes.
He's a painter. He paints all the time, And I worked with him on Vishwaroopam.
Oh, wow.
He was a cinematographer on that. So if it was him and I coming back together again.
Crazy.
So it was an honor to work with him and to see how he could paint through the glass.
Didn't he actually paint in the Burmese room when Nani does the pose
with the shield?
And
he painted that.
He painted. I think he painted the entire picture behind it.
It's
on
a new
wall.
information for us.
Easter egg.
Yeah. That was a cool moment.
Lovely.
Yeah, he did, right? The entire thing. He painted himself.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wow.
You should probably sell that on eBay, man. You know?
Right. I mean, you have worked with so many stuntmen here in the industry. I mean, have you made a family with them here? I mean, when you go on the set, like they'll be like, "Yes, Lee."
Yeah, there are some guys. I had a guy yesterday that I hadn't seen since Baahubali.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as I saw, I couldn't remember his name, but I remember their face. I'll never forget her face. I'm not great with names, and it's just like, yeah, those feelings come back up. You know, it's like being family. But it's almost every set that you get on in a different location, there's going to be new people. So it's always new people. Occasionally, I get same people will come by, and I get to see them, and it's great to rehash that kind of family. But you're constantly building new families.
Yes.
The whole hit family was a whole new family for me.
Yeah.
Same with Sam's movie. You know, it's a whole new family. You know.
So, how did you land up in the film Fateh, the Bollywood film?
Fateh, you know, Sonu Sood was chasing me for a long time.
Oh, okay.
He was chasing me. I think he was courting me for almost a year and a half.
Ooh.
And just the scheduling, it just wasn't happening. And, you know, and I was just like, I would talk to my agent, and he's like, man, Sonu Sood, here he is again. I'm like, yeah, but we're just busy. He's like, I know, but I mean, this guy really wants to work with you. And I'm like, well, I mean, you know, I don't really know the guy. I'd like to work with him too, but there's nothing I can do, you know? And then the stars aligned, you know? And for me too, it's like I'm at a stage in my life and in my career where I can pick and choose who I want to work with. You know what I mean? Thankfully, you know? And when I researched him, I was like, okay, this guy's a philanthropist.
Of course.
You know, and me coming from, I'm the same way. You know, I'm really big into big causes.
Yes.
You know, and drawing awareness and pulling awareness to those causes like homelessness and child sex trafficking and all that stuff. And for him to see what he did during COVID for all those people, I was like, okay, I'm in. So I just made sure that the next thing that came around, I just said no to, so that I could say yes to him. And I think we did a pretty good job. We had a lot of fun on that.
Yeah.
He also unlocked me. You know, with this Corey. I'm like, okay.
So I feel like every stage, it's, you know, their action sequence is like a game. Every stage they get unlocked to a new challenge.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
But the thing is, here the actors have, the people you have worked with, they try to go beyond that, the character. I mean, they want to execute it something different, so that they can reach the people something different from the past film.
Right.
So maybe that unlocks you as well. It
probably does, but I'm also a different kind of action director. I mean, it all goes back to story for me and being a writer, and I think that's what makes me stand out from other people, as opposed to just creating cool choreo or cool stuff to see on camera. Like when I did Sye Raa, that movie as it was super important to me. It was his Braveheart story.
Did you know Chiranjeevi was the biggest star?
I had no idea. I didn't know that he was into politics either, like before that and all that stuff.
His brother's into
politics as well. And I had met Ram Charan at that point too when we were doing the interval fight. And to me,
what was the experience with him? I mean,
it was amazing. Dude, again, it's like, I don't know, because I don't relate like you do, right? He's just a nice person to me. You know, every time I talked to him, he was so sweet. He was just such a sweet guy. And I remember when I told him about the climax when we were in Tbilisi, Georgia, I kind of narrated like what I was saying with the climax. His eyes started to water. You know, I touched him because it was poetry for me.
Yes.
That sequence at the end was all about the girl who I think it was his daughter or something. And I just webbed that story through there. I'm like, this is kind of like a song or a poem about her and the freedom and the pain of love and what that costs to fight for oppression.
Yes.
You know, and I think that's what drew me in so much to that story. The overall story. So when I did the interval fight, you know, they took me to the set and I go, here's the big set pieces. I see this palace and this beautiful horse, chariot and all this stuff and the water fountain, these cool buildings. And I'm just looking at it and I go, I'm going to destroy all of this. All of this. I'm going to go from here to there to there. Everything's going to die.
in Hollywood, I've seen the president's house getting
Demolished?
Yeah.
Demolished so many times.
What was that, 4th of July?
Yeah, White House Down.
Yeah.
There are different.
So many times. I mean,
movies.
Several movies.
I mean, some of my friends from the village, they ask like, is it still there? Why is it getting broken every time? And like, it's just a set.
It's just a set, man. It's just fake.
Yeah.
And I think that comes down to everybody in every country and every city deals with the same stuff, the same shit, that we're just sick of government and all the politics. That's all we're going to talk about politics today.
Yes.
But we're all sick of that shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right.
That's a good way to put it.
We're just all
without getting
sick of that
specific. It's
shit.
true. It is all.
So you have done a script, done a film about sex trafficking and that. So I mean, I just want to know a little bit briefing about that subject.
100%. So the film's called Amy.
Yes.
And when I had finished Catching Fireflies, I was on a tour for the film festivals, and this lady, she found me and she pulled me aside during a film festival, and she goes, "I'd really like to talk to you about my script."
Oh.
You hear this all the time.
Yes.
Everywhere you go, everybody's got a script, everybody's got a story. I'm like, okay, here we go. And she goes, "It's about child sex trafficking." And I go, okay, you know. She goes, "No, this is about child sex trafficking in America."
Oh.
And I go, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "I'm talking about everything that's going on right now in America. Like, it's a big deal."
Wow.
And I go, "Give me your number." Because something just instantly pulled at my heart.
Yes.
So I sat with her, and basically we spent the next 6 years diving into research of the survivors, the victims, attorneys, legislation, police, just to find out what was the root of it and what was all going on. I'm like, okay, how can I tell a story? How can I bring awareness and give a voice to the voiceless? Because those children, they don't have a voice right now, right? They're the victims. So how can I do that? And so that's when I wrote Amy, you know, and I just, for me, I think that was my first feature film, but it was just trying to find a way that I could shed awareness in a way that felt easier to me because of the action.
Yes.
You know? So,
I mean, you have connected her past from war and
yeah, correct. So the sister, you know, in the Marines, it was like the year they first let women into the special operations
Yes.
of Marines, and you know, she's over at war. She comes back. She didn't realize she's in a whole new war when her sister was kidnapped.
Oh, wow.
And then it sets that revenge.
Yes.
I will do anything. I will go through any wall or any person to save my sister. You know, and then that was a ticking clock. You got a certain amount of time until she's out into the system.
Yeah, because it's like I felt the tension in this, the story, what was going on. I mean, I know how it feels like, you know, in the time, it's like her sister is slipping out along with the time.
Correct.
She has to be in there.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
And that was the conflict within her. You know what I mean? She's like, here I am, this big bad warrior, but I can't save my own sister, my own family, and I feel powerless.
Yeah.
And I think that was the biggest conflict. And at the same time, the other deep conflict that she had was war.
Oh.
The stuff that she faced the last day of her job.
Yes.
Which was so dramatic and traumatic that, you know, even every time she would go out to help try to find her sister, that would haunt her, and that could get in the way, you know, just to save somebody.
So you did the action sequences, everything for that by yourself, or you want to hire someone?
No, I did that all myself. It sucked. It was really hard. I produced it all myself. I even had to edit it. I didn't want to edit it because my editor, thank God bless him, he started to edit it. He was 2 weeks in, and then he got called by Universal Studios to do Hobbs & Shaw.
Oh,
I'm like, okay, go do Hobbs & Shaw, man. I don't have no money, you know what I mean? And so then COVID, you know, and then I'm like, okay, I'll just do it myself. So I wish I would have had other people involved.
as you're an action director and stuntman, what camera or what kind of equipment do you love most?
Or hate most?
Yes, you can.
Wow,
Yes,
I got some hate. There's some hate. There's a camera that DOPs love, and I passionately hate it. And that's the Sony Venice.
Okay.
It's a beautiful camera. Yes, it's sexy. Oh, it does great low light. I get that. But it comes with a big ass backpack. You know what I'm saying? I got to carry on my back. I'm running with camera all the time.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And whether I'm on a Movie Pro or I'm on handheld, I got to carry this thing for like 14 hours a day. The camera's heavy enough. Now you're going to put a backpack on me and I got to run around this guy, 360 shot. Okay, go. I hate that camera. My favorite camera, just so everybody knows, is the V-Raptor. Red, V-Raptor, V-Raptor. Let me put that into the mantra of the universe.
It's a
So
little lighter.
did you try to invent some new thing
Yes,
with the equipment on the sets?
Yeah, I did. So I basically I designed my own. I call it Orion because I'm a big space nerd.
Okay.
So Orion's belt has always been my thing. So I named it Orion, and it's basically a cage that I use made out of carbon fiber.
Oh.
And it's really basic. It just looks like a square or like a rectangle, but it's got handles on it. So anywhere I'm at or anything I'm doing, whether I'm running, chasing, pushing, anything I could do, Dutch, I have a firm grip on it. And even I can go on the shoulder. But I'm literally running with this camera.
So you get your own equipment from wherever you go.
Well, no, I mean, I built it in the States. So I built it out of carbon fiber. This guy who used to make mountain bikes. I made it out of metal first, and then it was so heavy. I'm like, dude.
I made the camera even heavier.
Yeah, I made it even heavier, and I'm like, my shoulders are exploding. So I made it out of carbon fiber, So, yeah.
What difference did you feel from there to here? I mean, the USA and India.
Oh, the States and India.
Now, are we talking about movies, or are we just talking about culture?
And the culture.
Everything.
I mean,
Based on your experience.
yes.
Well, it's like one of these things, man. It's like the first time you come here. Like I have a lot of friends that had been here for work and just never came back. And you just never know what the universe is going to bring you. You don't know if you're ever coming. I don't know if I'm ever coming back again. You just never know.
Yes.
But for whatever reason, I kept coming back. I just kept coming back. And it got to the point I was on Baahubali, and Sabu Saril, the production designer.
Yes.
I love that gentleman so much. And we'd be sitting there having a drink in the hotel afterwards and just talking. I go, Sabu, man, it's weird. It's like every time I land on the plane in Hyderabad, when I step off the aircraft, India hits me. I'm not kidding you, but India, it smells different. It feels different.
Yes.
But the thing is, when it hit me, I felt at home. So that was really strange for me, especially being a white guy. I grew up on a farm in the States, and I kept telling him this, and he goes, well, maybe you're Indian in your past life. And I was like, well, I don't know if I believe that.
Do you believe in past life?
Well, I don't know. So, and I said that to him, and he goes, well, have you ever read this book, Many Lives, Many Masters?
Yes, I've.
And I go, no, I haven't, but I'm going to. And I read that book, and I was like, oh, okay. So I still don't have an answer, but again, maybe. Maybe, because I keep coming back.
Yes.
Now I'm speaking 2 different languages, or 3 if you count it. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of difference in culture, but it's a lot the same too.
Yeah.
The families are the same. We all gather around kitchen. We all eat together. We all break bread together.
Yeah.
We probably drink more than you guys do. I'd say this, we swim more than you guys do. Because so many times that I'm like, oh, they want to do this water sequence, and I'm just like, well, okay, let me ask the golden question. Do you know how to swim? No. Does anybody on the crew know how to swim? No. We're not doing that then, man. You can't do that. You can't put that person in the water if they can't swim.
Yes.
So, yeah.
What was the difficult task you felt to do on the set, on the sequence, or?
I think the time is the
always
thing. The combination.
It's time because whenever I come over here, we get squeezed with time. It's all about time.
Okay.
It's having enough time. In the States, you have a lot more time. But the crews are different too. The preparation's different.
Okay.
So when the preparation's different, it all kind of equates into this big mass of stuff that you have to deal with in the moment. But it usually equates to time, not having enough time. And then also if it's April in Hyderabad, it's just like 2,000 degrees straight from the sun, man.
Yes.
So you got to deal with that too. I'm like, hey, are we exterior or are we on the floor? Oh, we're on the floor. Yes. Sweet.
And then an exterior with the Sony camera and backpack.
Holding the backpack for 14 hours.
Yeah, with a helmet, glasses, gloves.
And he only wears black, so yeah.
I only wear black, it's true.
So, Freddy, I mean, Please tell me your experience.
Well, I think exactly like what he said, like to give you like an example, right? I would say the bus sequence that we just did, you know, if we were in the States, it would be easily
2
a
days.
week, a week of rehearsal, easy 4 or 5 days. And we're still talking about short amount of time, right? I would say Indian standards to make it happen, 2 days. We made it happen in one.
In one day.
Wow.
We barely made it though.
Yeah.
We were chasing that sun.
So that's where it gets, you know, extremely challenging. Now, there is the good thing that every actors that I worked with, and from what I heard you worked with, they're able to step it up on the spot and just learn, right? Because in the US, you know, take like, you know, Keanu Reeves, you know, for this big movies, like they train for like 6 months, right? But here we are, you know, working, creating like choreo that, you know,
Next level.
And we have 4 days, and then the actor steps in. And it's like, okay, tell him, and we're just gonna learn it on the spot. Or maybe not with Nani, we train 30 minutes here, 30 minutes
for
there.
that oner.
You know, for the oner, because, you know,
he
he was
killed
the
it.
actor, producer. So thankfully, all these actors here, they're able to really step it up every time.
Yeah.
And, you know, they don't want stunt doubles to do their stuff.
No,
think
especially
before you-
like-
Samantha, man, I love her, dude. She's so competitive. So we would demo like the wire gag with the dupe. And I know her now, so I just go to her, I'm like, you ready? She goes, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm like, right on, let's go, Beastie.
Yeah, and it's awesome, but definitely adds up a lot of, you know, stress because now we have a lead actress that
You don't
maybe we
wanna
didn't
hurt
have
them.
time to train all of a sudden on a wire, and it's like, how do we make it look good and also still safe?
Yeah.
You know, and so it's definitely all these challenges like. Definitely buck up together at the end of the weeks, as you can see. Like we're a little beat up.
Yeah, I'm like, my leg's
fine?
cramping so bad right now.
Lee, are you okay?
Yeah.
Should we adjust something?
No, you're all good, man. I was trying to get comfortable.
So technically,
cramp.
you didn't get the hint. He's showing as an Indian. That's how
Okay.
you sit.
Oh yeah, of course.
Am I wrong?
I mean, you need to say.
You need a pillow?
See.
I'm good. I don't need a pillow.
I'll ask you.
Yeah.
Like, if you're okay, you need to say.
You need to nod your head.
Yes.
Oh, I got the nod.
We start doing that without like. We start doing that. My wife, last time we were here, like with Nani, we were here for a longer time, like 6 weeks,
or
something like that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, when I go home, my wife was making fun of me because a couple of times I was like moving my head like that.
You can have a whole conversation, just be like,
Yeah, but
You know?
it's natural, you know, because it's like how you guys respond, you know, like you don't have this or that, it's more that. And I guess
you
after
pick it up.
6
You
weeks
just
of
pick it
talking,
up.
you realize you start
You're like,
moving your head too.
Yeah. Lee, how was that?
How was today's show?
Yeah, that was also a challenge for me in the beginning.
What? 'Cause
Was
you thought
one
they
of
were
the
saying
main
no.
challenge.
You
Because
need to
I don't
figure
know
out
if
what
it's yes or no.
Yeah.
You know, of course there is, you know, not everybody in the crew maybe speaks English, or if, and then you guys speak so many different languages, right?
Yes.
And so when we have a request and we say something, I was like, please, like, can you help me? Like, I need this. Got it? And it's like, and I'm like, no, you got it?
I'm
And I'm like,
laughing.
I'm sorry.
I'm laughing.
I don't understand if you got it. So that was challenging.
I'm
That
laughing
was
because
challenging.
you know he's new. He's new at it. He's still
He's
learning.
learning it, yeah.
Of course.
I have one question.
Yes.
So since he has mentioned many times that because of the languages and the cultures, how many languages have you known, or maybe one or two words, if you could just spill it out?
In-
Good words.
That's good.
That's a,
You know, because I was about
I
to
know our
say
director has taught you
something.
something bad.
No, director didn't teach. They learned it from the crowd.
I don't have enough experience in India yet to have these words, and most of the words I hear come from him, so I cannot say them. So I let him get you some words that, you know.
Maybe you could just let us say in Hindi. Which word you know in Hindi? No, he just.
I don't think I'm going to answer that one, fellas. I do have a favorite phrase. I have a great phrase, but we say these things in the States all the time. But I'm not going to say it because it's bad words.
Okay.
But it's bad,
Alright.
funny words. But if there's kids, I don't want them to
I get it.
Now you see how hard it is
I
for you
get
not
it.
to say it?
Yes.
Like, I really want to say it right now.
But the thing, you just say like, jaldi
Jaldi.
karo.
Jaldi,
is a good
jaldi.
word.
Yeah.
Cholo, cholo,
Yeah,
cholo.
cholo.
I love cholo. Cholo because it's like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cholo, cholo.
Right.
Yeah, totally. And Inko Kasari, I'm always saying Inko
Oh, wow.
Kasari because it's like, here we go, one more.
Yeah.
Ik better, you know what I mean, which is Hindi.
You know the best part,
Yeah.
the word Inkokasari, you just said the word.
I do it short, I go
Nani
Kokasari.
has a song.
Does he?
Yes, in
Yes,
Amazon
Nani has
Prime.
a song.
There's a song in his movie.
Oh, I gotta learn that song. Inko Kasari.
Inkosari.
Inko Kasari.
Yeah. See, he's singing well. You should sing Telugu songs.
Please say
go.
something about, Silesh.
I love that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love that gentleman.
Oh.
Because Silesh.
I mean, we already spoke about him a little bit.
Yeah, but
I want
dude,
to-
as a human man,
more.
as a bro.
I'm a big fan because I've followed him on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Before he came into the into the
Movies.
picture of as a director.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's a bro. He's a straight up brother. It was an instant connection between he and I. It's like when you meet somebody and you just click. That was him because I knew him 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because my agent took me to this set and was like, "Hey, I want you to meet this director." And this director's probably like, "Who's this white guy showing up on my set?" And she's like, "Hey, this is Lee Whittaker. He's done like Fast and the Furious 5 and all." He's like, "What? Hey, man!" And I'm like, "Hey, dude, what's up, man?" And we just got along, and it was hit 2
Yeah.
with Safe.
Sesh.
Sage. Always say his name.
Always say
Sage, who's a great guy too, man.
Yeah.
He's really super cool. Anyways, so at that point, he was trying to get me on hit 2 because we just clicked so well, and it just didn't work out, right? But from that whole time on, we just been communicating, just talking all the time. We talk about movies, we talk about art, we talk about literature. Well, he was just like me. He was like, after hit was so much violence, I needed a break. Even me, my soul needed to be cleansed, so I needed to do something different, and that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to do a romance book next.
I have one question. It's like for 3 of you.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's all about movies and everything. It's not a question. I just want to say something. Do you ever wish to work with them?
Maybe.
Be as in an action sequence, not in music.
No, as a director, I would love to work with you people.
Oh, that'd be
Maybe
great.
in the future.
Yeah, let's go. And music too, man.
Yes.
But do you wish to do an action scenes with them, like when they train you?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
I'll
You want to
discuss that
smash
off
guys?
camera.
You want to smash guys, don't you?
Yes.
So we
I
do
love the
have
sequence.
we do have some surprises.
Yes.
Are you ready to?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
We're not gonna get shot or something.
fighting?
Are we gonna
No,
fight?
you don't get shot, but you get scared.
He turned
So how was the surprise firstly?
Oh, come on, man. We were literally just, he was asking me questions about you, man. And I was starting to get all sweet on you, dude.
Yeah.
And then
And then I'm here to
tackled
see
me.
your prizes, man.
Yeah, come on, brother.
But,
Now I can see what you said. Like, I mean, he's a brotherhood.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you, man. It's like you meet some people in life that you just click and for life you're going to be friends with,
Yeah.
And that was this dude right here, man.
he walked into my Hit 2 set. Just randomly, one day he just walks into this Hit 2 set. I'm like, who's this foreigner on my set? Like, what is he doing in my set? I'm asking, and then he comes in and he introduces himself to me. Like, hey, I'm Lee. I'm a action director and stuff. Okay. What are the movies have you done? Like Fast and the Furious. And, okay, what? okay. And then his body of work is so good. So dan tarata sat with him for about 2-3 years. And understood his process. It's such a beautiful learning experience being with this man.
I mean, you showed Nani in a
different avatar.
different avatar.
Yeah, all that was writing. But to come in and throw in ideas that will align with that writing, and also to effectively pull it off safely. And also bring those whistle inducing moments in the theater is not it's not an easy task. True. And also chala kottaga treat chesadu. That is what I really loved about the whole thing. First, you remember the first time when we met, we were like, so I narrated the story to him and all that, and he said, what, did you shoot something? So we already shot about 30-40 days of footage. What I loved about him was, he said, can I see the whole film, whatever you have shot? And like generally nobody asked me. So I was so happy because he wanted to watch the whole film, understand the tone in which we shot it, and then design the action, because he did not want the action to feel it just popped out of nowhere, or he wanted to be within the grammar of the film, which was very very reassuring for me that I'm giving the job to the right guy. But also he is a cinema lover. That is one thing.
I mean, when he first approached you, did you know that he was a director?
No, I didn't know anything about him at that time. Then I went back, looked at his IMDb, learnt about him, and then slowly, I think 2022 we met first. And then I wanted to rope him in for Hit 2, but didn't happen because of dates and multiple things. And then I wanted him to do a part in Syed. That also didn't happen because of there are certain things that didn't work out. Finally, I think Hit 3 was meant to happen. I think tested
the manifestation.
Who can peak the violence meter? Let's see. That was meant to be like that, I guess.
Unlocked. Next level, man.
So we have known each other for quite a long time, and I have like immense trust in Lee, because main thing is he's a movie lover. When you meet him, there is no other discussion other than love for cinema, and how do you give that experience to the audience. That is what he talks about all the time. He's like a crazy lover of movies. So that is a big thing.
Lovely. We want to see one more duo.
Absolutely, we should.
Yeah, for sure.
2-3 days back we were discussing something. Now he's become that go-to one-stop guy.
Yes, talk of the town.
The guy next door.
So it's like
he was talking all tough things till now. By the time I can see his face.
Man.
He's the kindest human being. I can tell you this. You can make him cry just like that.
Don't start.
I can see that.
You can make him cry just like that. He's such a sensitive guy and very very soft heart. But you should see him work. It is the ultimate happiness of seeing somebody like in such a flow. And he just dives into things. I have seen him do like what in Hit 3, it was the toughest job, because we had a set, we built the set, and it was like he did some 22 action items within a span of 15 days. That was unbelievable, right? It's
crazy.
This guy suddenly he'll come in and he'll say, rig me up, and then you see 40 feet up, he's hanging upside down holding a camera, and he's doing something. It's unbelievable how he works. You should be on the set to actually see him work. It's a pleasure to see him work.
It's fun.
And I had the luxury of just sitting behind the monitor and say, Lee, I didn't like it, man. Can you give me something else? Okay. But what's amazing about Lee is his sense of editing as well. He operates the camera himself. He'll lift the camera in his hand and he'll shoot it. And he also has an edit running in his mind when he's shooting.
He was saying.
So he knows. So the beauty is, he will make me see one piece of action. There would be 6 cuts in it. Okay? But I wouldn't even pick up there are 6 cuts in it, because the cuts are done on action. Exactly. And he believes in rehearsing well before going and doing the stunt. So the person, whoever is doing this stunt, right, they are so well versed with it, so they can do it again and again and again in a very similar way, similar body language. So when you cut it on action, because it's happening at such a high speed, you don't realize that there are cuts. Like the Nidhi shot, right? You remember Nidhi steps on the ring, and then she goes and holds Nani sir with her legs and pulls him down, right? So that had 6 shots in it. పరిగెత్తుకుంటూ వెళ్ళడం, then there is one shot of detail shot of her leg touching the thing, and then there's one shot of her in air, and then there's one shot of her legs going towards Nani, and there is one wide angle shot of Nani being flipped down, and then finally one shot of Nani coming and holding a rope. All these, when you see it, you feel it's just one shot because it's cut on action. It is so meticulously planned cuts these are that you will not even realize. You will feel that
Actually, I just said him, like, I was so into that sequence, and I was like, how will the guy come out of? I didn't see Nani in that. I was like, that. How will he come out of that?
And there was so I'll tell you. So there is action writing that he does, which I really loved, right? So when I wrote the script, it was about, okay, so the baby gets taken and Nani attacks, and there are a few people who will attack him and Nani escapes from that. Those are 4 sentences that I write in my script, because I am not an action writer. Action named direct Jain kada. So I write that much. This is what I need to happen, and I will also give him idea of what I want the audience to go through at that point in time. What feeling should come. Then he took that writing, went back. He had his team, like Fede is also a part of his team. All these people sit down and they bring an action script back to me that had beats of action, what exactly happens. I still have it on my phone. I showed to so many people to just say how action should be written and executed.
We heard a lot about you already on this podcast.
Yeah, so he writes like, oh, this is what happens, this is what happens in so when he writes that the fight happens, a one-off fight happens, a single one-shot fight happens in a corridor, there is a logic of, if you're in a corridor, more than 2 people cannot attack at the same time. So logically we will stand, so we can go through a 2-minute a single shot fight as well. Now why are all the people not coming together on him? Because he's pulled the bamboo and there is a chaos out there. They wouldn't know where he would have gone, so they would be searching all around the place, so they wouldn't come in a bunch. So all the logics were planned, and so
I mean, how did you design that sequence, what you did on the corridor?
That's what
that
mainly
was like
came from
1 minute or 2 minutes.
Nani sir rehearsed for it, and after he designed it, actually Nani sir came, I think every day he used to come at least half an hour. He used to just practice that. Because there are multiple things in it. One is he has to get the camera operation right as well. And the corridor is so thin, so narrow that, and he has a camera in his hand and he has to capture everything. Anything goes missing, we have to start the shot all from the beginning. So Nani sir also has to practice. He also has to practice, and all the fighters have to be in sync. And the problem is the camera that he was handling, right? It's a huge camera and the corridors are narrow. So now we used a camera which had a real-to mode, which means you can detach the sensor and you can detach the image capturing unit of the camera with the battery and everything put on a backpack. So he used to wear this heavy backpack and then the wire used to go from top, and then he used to hold the smaller part of the camera and run all around the place. It was a very difficult.
That camera was so bad.
These people worked very hard. When they were shooting the action, I had the luxury of very calmly sitting behind the monitor and chala Lord Labak Das laga kuchoni, hey, this can be better, this can be better. And then అని ఒక పీప్ ఇట్లా ఇస్తాడు, నాని సార్ ఇలా చూస్తుంటారు అంటే ఇంకా బెటర్గా ఉండొచ్చేమో అని. ఓకే, సో ఇట్ వాస్ ఫన్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్.
కాదు అంటే మీరు ఇంకోటి అన్నప్పుడు నాని సార్ రియాక్షన్ ఎలా ఉంది?
నాని సార్ ఏంటంటే ఇంకా మరీ ప్రాక్టికల్గా అస్సలు ఇంపాసిబుల్ అయితే తప్పితే ఆయన ఎప్పుడు డైరెక్టర్కి అసలు నో అన్న సమస్య ఉండదు. ఏంటి వాట్ బెటర్ యూ వాంట్, టెల్ మీ, లెట్ మీ నో, ఐల్ డూ ఇట్. That's how Nani is. He'll always come back to you and say, tell me what is the correction you want, I'll do one more. However difficult it is, he is up for it. And he loves action. His body is very agile. Very agile. True. అంటే he may not be at the time, ఇప్పుడు Paradise ki he is fully bulking up and all, he is putting up nice muscles, but when we were shooting Hit 3, he was lean muscle unde, and he was not the bulky guy, but he's very agile, extremely flexible and very fast. So he
sits onto the character so well. I mean, whatever he does till date, every character he sits on the perfect,
I think it comes from, it's the credibility that you build over a period of time. It doesn't come with one movie, it doesn't come with 2 movies. Nani sir has been around doing good cinema for a very long time. So now people believe in whatever he does. You need some time to reach there. What we don't realize is when we see these performances, you connect to them mainly because yes, there is amazing performance being put up there. It is also because we know, we have traveled with that person for such a long time and we have seen the credibility. He's been picking up good cinema. He's been giving us good experiences in the theater. So automatically you buy the character, you root for the character, and so
I mean, I loved his performance in Dasara, especially.
Absolutely.
I was like,
no, even if you say Hi Nana, how
such a beautiful
film, right? You buy the character, you buy the character's emotions. He can play a Hi Nana and he can play a hit 3 and he can play now Paradise and he can still make you believe. Correct. He can still make you believe that it is the guy whom you are seeing.
yes.
You will forget Nani. In most of the films, you will not see Nani actually.
Seriously, I mean,
The character
the same
is
happened in
yeah.
Correct. But
That's a true
the mindset with which you are actually walking into the theater is like hypnotism.
Exactly.
If you sit and say, no, nanu hypnotize cheyra chuddam ante ever hypnotize cheyaleru. A person should come in with, okay, I'm ready to get hypnotized now. Hypnotize me. Then hypnotism happens, right?
Yes.
So similarly, when you go into a theater, you are willing to buy the character that he's actually playing. You are going with that mindset because of the credibility that he has.
Yes. That's it.
And then you don't see Nani anymore. మేబీ ఒక 1 minute కనిపిస్తారేమో ఫస్ట్ ఇంట్రో టైంలో అరిచేటప్పుడు వీటిలో కనిపిస్తారేమో అని దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ యూ ఫర్గెట్ నో ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ నాని ఎనీమోర్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫిల్మ్స్ ఇప్పుడు సరిపోదా శనివారం అవ్వచ్చు హాయ్ నాన్న అవ్వచ్చు దసరా అవ్వచ్చు ఎనీ ఫిలిం దట్ యూ సీ
సరిపోతే శనివారంకి we couldn't get the seats, so అక్కడ ముందు ఇలా చూసాం స్క్రీన్. It was lovely watching.
But the other thing too, man, is like, you know, Nani was there every day. He was fighting every day, and we were doing night shoots. Night shoots are the worst because your body never acclimates.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're always going to be tired. It hits like 2 a.m. and you're like, oh God, what am I going to do? And he's got to fight every single day. He's in every scene. It's not like he can go wait in his caravan like other actors. He's literally in every shot, every scene, fighting, getting beat up, beat down, and he's got to remember everything. It's super taxing, and that shows you the true actor that he is. That he's not only physically capable, but he's so inside the character that no matter what, he's going to be that guy in that breathing moment and deliver.
He was very attentive to every detail.
Every detail.
While he was doing choreo, he would always like comes like, oh, how can I make this punch better? You know, and so I have to explain how to pivot the foot or something. If you make it like this, you know, even if it was exhausted after a while, he would check it. It's like, what do you think? It's like, it was like, oh, let's change that. I was like, okay.
In Kokosari.
Let's do it again.
Kokosari.
ఒక పద మంచిగా నేర్చుకున్నాడు.
One more కి ఇంకొకసారి. What else did you learn, Lee? What else did you learn in Telugu?
In Telugu? I think I only know in Kokosari. Oh no! You know what I learned this trip was Oma. I learned that one. Hey, nice. but what you were saying earlier was, you know, how did you go about crafting it? It was this guy, because when the first time I came out to meet him on, you know, for Hit, when I met Nani, he took me to the set that he had built.
Oh.
Right. So he had designed this palace, but when he told me about all these things that were going to happen in here, he's like, it's a maze. So think about it as a maze. And I'm like, I want to use every single room that he's designed, because the production team was amazing, right? The design team.
Yes.
So if they're designing all these beautiful set pieces, let's make sure we hit every single room within the action and just make it a big maze. And a chase. It was basically a big chase.
All the things, just after that, it was the discussion between Lee, me, Nani sir, everybody. We used to just sit and just discuss how to make the experience better for the audience. It all came out of that. And you see that in this location, right? You have weapons which are stuck to the walls. Okay, so that was again there was a huge discussion on, okay, now it's okay, okay, fine now. So the Nani has gone into the corridors. Now how do we amp up the danger? Where does the danger come from? So Lee comes in and says, hey, these people are here to just flaunt their killings, right? So can we have weapons displayed somewhere? Said, okay, then let's put it on the walls, like, you know, let's pin it to the walls as like, you know, like very proudly displaying all the weapons and stuff. And since it's a very old palace, there could be some rusty weapons that are already pinned to the walls and stuff. We decided the weapons will come out from there. So maybe once or twice you will have to show that. After that, where the weapons come from, it becomes irrelevant for us to know. So those kind of small detailing.
The detailing was good actually.
And also like so the part of the choreo, part of the fights happen first with hand to hand combat, and then it becomes knives, and then become guns. And then even with guns we were very careful. Like Lee was very specific. Like, you know, generally when we are handling a gun, ట్రిగర్ మీద ఫింగర్ ఉండకూడదు. It has to be, there is one specific way of handling a gun, which is when you hold the gun, the finger actually stays to the side of the gun above the trigger. So only when you are ready to shoot does the finger go in. And so very specific, we used to go for, మనకు అలవాటు ఏంటంటే టక్మన్ ట్రిగర్ మీద పెట్టుకొని ఇట్లా వెళ్తాం కదా, ఇట్లా ఈవెన్ when you are looking for someone or will put it on the trigger and people don't do that. Trained people actually put their hand to the side of the gun, and during the combat only they will actually take the, because they're very sensitive. Even one feather touch also can actually make it go fire. So those kind of care and all, he was very specific about it. దానికి రీటేక్లు చేసేవాళ్ళం, ఫింగర్ మీద ఉండింది, can we have it on the side అని. So we used to do all that.
It's those little details, those little details that just enhance the cinema.
I mean, maybe that kind of detailing made that screen look so
And also Lee, what I loved about him is he believes in proper previs. మేము తీసిన ఫైట్స్ అన్ని ప్రతి ఫైట్ మీకు whatever fight you have seen in Hit 3, I saw it before Nani sir actually acted in it. I saw it Fede do it.
Wow.
Fede was there in the middle of the frame playing Nani sir, and he did every single shot. They had a unit working for this 22 probably how many 10 days 10 days of,
it's a blur.
Yeah I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know I put you through that, but
it's worth it, man.
So we'll real గా లొకేషన్ కి వెళ్ళి, because ఆ టైం సెట్ బిల్డ్ చేసాం, మేము కాశ్మీర్ లో షూట్ చేస్తుండే, and these people were here in Hyderabad in the set doing previs, and they used to send me like basic CG చేసి దాని మీద ఒక BGM వేసి దాని సౌండ్ ఎఫెక్ట్ వేసి నాకు పంపించేవాళ్ళు. అది చూసి మేము కరెక్షన్స్ చెప్పుకొని లాక్ చేసుకుంటే, then Nani sir and all the other fighters, they're all trained now for that, to achieve that piece, and done it is. We're very clear on what needs to be shot. I don't think even one action shot got wasted.
No, not at all.
Not even one action shot.
And there's a benefit to that, because if you have a blueprint, the previs, you already know that it works. So if he already loves it, Nani already loves it, we know that's going to work. It's just a matter of aligning everything else. And then you can get all the department heads aligned on that as well, so everybody knows their job. And it just makes it, and then when you go to shoot it, you're just shooting those shots. And you're just making things go a lot faster. It's more efficient that way.
So I mean, this is for you. I randomly got it. Hit 1 Hindi lo remake అయింది కదా. So ఆ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఎలా ఉంది? అది
నైస్. ఇట్ ఇస్, ఐ మీన్, ఐ వర్క్ విత్ Rajkumar Rao, one of the best actors we have in the country. So it was an amazing experience. I learned so much.
I was so happy, especially because the person I used to talk on Instagram has directed a Hindi film as well.
So that's a great experience. You should also meet this person called Rajkumar Rao. Is very, very, very talented actor, one of the best I worked with.
Really?
And also he's an extremely sweet person, like very good human being to work with. You should work with him at some point in time.
Cool.
Great agility.
Really?
He's a trained fighter as well, so he's been into martial arts and stuff.
Come on, let's go. Did you hear that?
So it was great working with Rajkumar Rao, man. It was amazing. And that whole Hindi movie making process is very different. Like direction teams very la panchestai, production teams are different, they work very differently, the call sheets are different. Much more ante సెట్ రన్ చేసే అవసరం ఉండదు అక్కడ. యూ హ్యావ్ అ డైరెక్షన్ టీమ్. యాక్షన్ కట్ కూడా మేము చెప్తాము. సో కాలింగ్ ఎవ్రీబడి అండ్ దెన్ కీపింగ్ దెమ్ ఇన్ ప్లేస్ అండ్ రన్నింగ్ ద సెట్ అండ్ సేయింగ్ యాక్షన్ ఈజ్ అ వర్క్ ఆఫ్ చీఫ్ AD. సో దెన్ యూ గెట్ టు జస్ట్ స్టే బిహైండ్ ద మానిటర్ అండ్ ఫోకస్ ఆన్ యువర్ క్రియేటివ్ వన్. బట్ తెలుగులో ఇక్కడ ఇంకా అంత ఆ కల్చర్ మెల్లిమెల్లిగా వస్తుంది. బట్ ఐ థింక్ డౌన్ ద లైన్ ఇన్ 5 years I think we will reach there ఏమో. బట్ it is very conducive for creative thinking. You are freed from running the set. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఒకసారి మేము డైరెక్టర్స్ మేము దిగి వెళ్ళి సెట్ రన్ చేసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది.
Exactly.
It's still like that.
See, I don't know what he said, but I know what he said. And I like what he said. That means in 5 years the set's going to work a lot smoother, right?
That's what I said.
Ready.
I went to Lee, right? Lee comes from like Hollywood way of working, so he expects silence on the set, but here we have chaos here. It's chaos, like it's chaos. So these guys' brains were not working the first couple of days. I called them, I said, look man, this is how it's going to be.
He's still preparing.
People are going to shout, people are going to but I think within a day or two they were in it. But and then I went to Lee and told him, I'll be your first AD. Like, you may not have, it's also because of the communication skill, because, we communicate much smoother.
Yeah.
So I told all my direction team that, you guys just follow my lead. I will become the first AD now. I'm working under Lee. So I used to go and I used to tell Lee, you talk to me, right? You tell me what you need, I'll make it happen for you, man. Yeah. And then I used to go down and run the set for like 40 days.
Wow.
I was there.
Okay, but hang on a second. There was a moment in the end where all of a sudden we had all these people showed up and they weren't doing what we wanted them to do. So he got in the costume. Him and his boys got in the costume. Okay, roll camera, here we go, and action. They're just slaying people, man. This fight
So
scene.
what happened was, so the main action is happening in the front, right? So we need all the psychos to be fighting in the backdrop.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not fighting, like, there is not
way
enough
you want
energy.
it.
There is
Yeah.
not enough energy. See, they're all in blurred. They're all in blur, right?
yes.
They're all blurred out. But you can see them move.
Yeah.
So there is no force in that moment. They're all moving like slow, fight is happening, right?
Yeah.
I tried it and he's getting pissed off because he's focusing on the actor. Actor's doing an amazing job, but somebody in the backdrop is doing a funny thing, and he doesn't like it. So he's getting pissed off. So I said, you know what, we're not going to survive this. I called all my boys, all the 80 boys. I said, boys, come in, get into the police costume, right?
Well, that's the reason I've seen Chanduvarna in the costume.
Correct. So we all,
Yes,
so we
I
all
understood
got
now.
into police costume. Okay. Now imagine me with this hair. Okay. With the kind of person I am. I'm in this constable costume, right? And then I walk into the set with a stick in my hand. So Lee is like, what the hell is happening? 6 of us, we walked in and we said, come, let's now see how the energy won't come. So we went back, right? We went and mixed ourselves in the background actors. Okay. Now as soon as he says action, we are not really hitting people, but the energy of it, we were pulling people down. And
It was great.
it was crazy.
So,
Man.
we said cut. I laughed so hard, man. We're watching playback, and I was like, "Look at it, slaying people!" It was awesome. That was pure cinema gold.
Yeah, I know. There was one shot where I don't know if you remember it or not. So everything is happening so beautifully. One of my 80 boy flies through. Hey! Cut it.
What is that? What's happening?
I think he totally came into that character. And
It was gold.
No, we were having so much fun.
So
bro.
much fun.
If you walked into the set, right, you would see so much blood on it, but we'll be laughing so hard.
Yeah.
It's such you wouldn't believe it's a hit 3 set. It was that much fun.
It was very juxtaposition
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
opposite. Yeah.
But you see, that is something that to me is like very unique, very unique, especially coming, I don't have the experience that Lee has here in India, but the fact that, Stylish, like they collaborated in a way to really make that previs and that choreography happen, it's extremely rare. Because in the US, how many times like we choreograph something cool, we create in the previs, and then on shooting day, they don't let the action director like shoot. They don't let the fight choreographer make sure that everything is there. They're doing their thing, right? And then you look at the action and it looks nothing like what we choreograph.
Okay.
Completely different. And it's like, why? Because they don't know how to shoot it, right? While here, the fact that the director, let us became the first AD.
First AD for you guys.
So that we could perform at best and really, it's something that doesn't happen that often. It has to be like somebody very special with no ego to be able to let that happen for the best of the project.
It's all about the project.
Yeah.
It's all about the project. Like for me, it's all about the shot. It's all about the story within that lens. If I got to get on a wire, like he's saying, and get this shot, I'm gonna do it because I love cinema.
Yeah. Wow.
I've been in the business so long, and it's as if I first got in it because I still have the same energy. Because when you find something that you love so much, and that's what you do for a living, you're not working.
Yeah.
You're living.
You live it.
You're living it.
See, I love that about him.
Yes.
Because recently only, I forwarded him one message. It was a clip from Vishwaroopam shooting.
Oh.
Okay? Where Kamal sir is sitting on a chair, right? And then the chair flips and then lands back.
Yes.
I think they were supposed to do with a dupe, and Kamal sir did it on his own. And then I see a young Lee running to Kamal sir as soon as he landed. He runs to Kamal sir and he holds him and he starts, woo-hoo! Okay. That's the same excitement that I saw on a Hit 3 set.
Wow.
And Vishwaroopam happened like what, 10 years back?
Yeah, it was in 2011.
14 years. 14 years
Wow.
it's
Yes,
been.
yes, yes.
Right, when we were shooting Hit 3, it was 14 years. 14 years, still he has the same. Now also when he achieves a shot, I have so many videos of him doing that.
Please do send us. We'll put it in
I
the
will
file.
send you. I will send you the videos of him hanging upside down and red. He becomes red in color. See, look how
I
big he
just
is.
saw when you came.
Yeah, no,
into
that is emotionally becoming
Yes.
red.
Oh.
But imagine if you hang him upside down,
Yes.
his whole blood is going to rush into his face.
Yeah.
He becomes this red guy. And after he finishes a shot, right, I'll be going, Lee, are you okay, man? And he'll be like, sorry, man, 2 minutes, I think. Full red in color.
Because my brain's throbbing at that moment, man. All the blood's going, no, what are you doing?
And the backpack on. Let's not forget
And
that.
a backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're squeezing.
Yeah, I love that
Wow.
camera.
We had so much fun on this episode
Blast.
actually. Yes, it's a blast. So on this note, we'll go for the next segment, which
Super.
is called Gift Hamper.
Never give up. Never give up on your dreams. Don't listen to people when they say you have to be a certain way. Don't live in a box. Break the box. And just follow your heart. That's it.
Don't wait. You know what I mean? Like, create your own opportunities. You know, I wouldn't have met Lee if I was not shooting with a tiny camera or rented out a camera, right? To like create choreography and edit it, and so that something to show to get hired. So make it happen, right?
Yeah.
Don't wait for the call. Don't wait for the audition. You know, just create your own.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I believe that you are here to tell a story, right? So do full service to your story. Accept the fact that none of the people who are involved in making a movie is bigger than the story. We are all here to service that one thought that caught you, right? It is the universe choosing you to get into the real world and reach its people.
Yeah.
That doesn't, it only chose you. You didn't, it just germinated through you.
Yeah.
It is not you. So if you leave that ego, I learned it in the first film, second film and all. I was not like this, but once I started collaborating with people like this, with people like Nani, people like Venki sir, I realized that if only when you surrender to the story and say, I will stand up and do what the story demands. When it first caught me, what it told me to do, I will do everything possible in my strength to make sure that I do my best service to the story. Hi guys, this is Sailesh Kolano. Please subscribe Tangent Factory and stay tuned to Unmuted.
Hey, I'm Lee Whittaker, and I want you to stay unmuted, okay? Follow these guys. Check it out. Never give up, never surrender.
But you didn't say Tangent Factory.
At the Tangent Factory.
Okay, this is Federico. Make sure to subscribe to Tangent Factory and follow the Unmuted podcast. It's going to be awesome.